Hello. I hope all is well. It's good to see you. It's good to be back. I hope all is well with you. I'm doing great, actually, if you were wondering. But let's get together and do this reading. This is a co-creator reading between me and you, okay? Hold on. Yes, the reading is co-created between me and you. Your energies, my energies, and let's decipher them together. But first, I don't have no fortune cookie, y'all. No fortune cookie. So I was gonna say like, yeah, I'm just out here raw dogging it. No fortune cookie, no nothing. And make sure, for those of you out there who are like getting involved in things that are a bit risky, and it doesn't have to be negative. It could just be something that's risky, right? Make sure you're taking the proper precautions to protect yourself. Um, taking care of yourself, your health, your wealth. So don't let others with poor health or poorness of the mind infect you in some sort of way. Like, don't let people who are like this into your field, or you can if you're strong enough, but don't adopt their energy. I hope I hope that didn't mess up the audio. But yeah, because I'm finna go ahead with this whole thing, y'all. Don't let people infect your energy. I felt like saying the serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Um, I love coffee in the morning every day. Oh, I was gonna say that because I said the serenity prayer. If you have an addiction, coffee very well may be my addiction. If you have an addiction, if someone out there has an addiction, I'm going to say this so definitively: you will beat your addiction. Like I heard that one this morning. If you had an addiction, you will beat your addiction. You will. You'll find the proper outcome or the proper outlets, the right people, and the right community that's going to help you through whatever you're dealing with. That's for those of you who are struggling with some sort of addiction. Doesn't matter what the addiction is. Could be sugar addiction. Can you hear me? That's horrible. If you can't hear me, I can't really speak any louder. I need to get like my microphone because I cannot speak any louder. But this is like the loudest I can speak right now. Yeah. So if you didn't hear that part, I said the serenity prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. When I was younger, both my parents were addicts, and I wouldn't say, unfortunately, I don't think like that. I don't think in a negative way like that. And they both passed away from their addiction. They did. They both succumbed to their addiction. They didn't beat it. But whoever energy I picked up on, you will beat it, or you did beat it, or you will. You won't let it take you over. You'll fight whoever you are. Very resilient spirit is whoever I'm speaking to. And it doesn't matter what it is. It really could be anything. Say you have a sugar addiction. Well, you'll kick your sugar addiction. You'll gain stability and control over yourself. You'll find new friends that are active, that can help support you in your goals. If that's not you with sugar, then maybe, I've been seeing a bit like people are having, I'm going to say corn addictions. They have corn addictions. You'll beat it. You'll find other things to do better, more productive things to do. If it's drugs and alcohol, don't worry about it. all you need to worry about is moving forward and not necessarily being down on yourself for what you've already done, like, or what you've already done wrong. And this applies in every situation. Don't beat yourself up for what you have already done. No need. The only thing you need to do is focus on moving forward. Focus on going forward. Focus on what's next for you. Not the past, not mistakes that you've made, but who you could become. And don't let people hold you back or hold you to an identity that you no longer want to associate yourself with. If you no longer want to be known as a player, and say you have an addiction to playing games, like, for real, some people have real addictions to playing mental games with people. They get a thrill. I talk about this with my cousin all the time because I don't necessarily resonate, so I don't know what the mental process is. I just can conceptualize the mental process, if that makes sense. Where it is the addiction of keeping secrets or keeping lies going. Maybe someone has like addiction to thieving, you know? It's all a matter of the subconscious self wanting to express itself and be addressed, so we understand why we do things that we ourselves don't even like to do, why we sabotage ourselves in the ways that we do, so that we can get over it, overcome it, and become stronger on the other end. It's just to become stronger on the other end. Sometimes we sit and we pray for things and ask for things, and when it's put in our face, it is so hard to face it because we're dealing with aspects of our subconscious. We're dealing with programs, and we're dealing with subconscious archetypes. That was the word I was trying to access. Subconscious archetypes that will keep us held to an identity or to an ego that we don't have to keep. We don't have to keep. If you want to be known as motivated and dedicated, strong from this day forward, committed, consistent, determined, successful, prosperous, abundant, happy, joyous, loving, caring, emotionally intelligent. You can choose all of these things and actively embody that energy. And don't beat yourself up for not being in it 24/7, because if you're coming from energies lower, like depression, sadness, unhappiness, addictions, backbiting, slandering, gossiping, guilt, everyone does. That's what no one will admit it to you, but everyone does. Everyone has egos for different moments, for different. Some of us are just aware of it. Some of us are just aware of it, and we're able to change, and we're able to recognize that, oh snap, I'm not being myself 100% in front of this person. Our bodies will tell us, but we won't listen. Our bodies will feel like we feel anxious around a person. Before we get around them, we have to breathe like this to get yourself ready to deal with somebody. Why? Because you got to get ready to carry that heavy mass. It's a personality. Do you want to have more integrated personality type? One that really, really reflects who you are. One that really reflects your morals, your standards, and your values. Then you be that person. It's that hard and that easy. You be that person. And a lot of people, they don't know that. A lot of people think, oh, why am I doing this thing? And I just want to just stop. You got to address it. You got to get with it. You got to understand it. If you do deal with like several personalities, I don't know how deep. Some people are a lot deeper into it. So for some, it actually expresses itself. How's it called? I don't know what's the term, but it's personality, multiple personality disorder. But it's extreme. Like, it's extreme to the point the personalities have their own names. voices, styles and all that. Thank you. Um, and they need, a lot more help, a lot more psychological help than just average advice, you know? But if it's just, on some average stuff and you recognize that, hey, my personality changes from this situation to that one, from this person to that one, then you might want to look into something called parts therapy. Parts therapy, I say that because it really, really helped me. I often had to shift who I was to be around people. The solution was to get rid of those people and get around people who don't make me shift. Get rid of those friends that are no good for me because they're just no good for me, and be around people who are better for me. And that's in, again, extreme cases. That's not always the case that we have to do that. Other times we can assert ourselves and create boundaries and still manage to be around people, or still develop a very beautiful and lasting relationship with people, even though we're starting to change. We say, hey, I'm starting to change, and this is what I want, and this is what I don't want, and I need you to accept this or not accept it, and if you can't accept it, well, hey, this is who I am. And you give them the option to deal with you the right way or not, and when they don't, then you. But sometimes we put ourselves in the wrong places, the wrong communities, around the wrong people, and sadly, it makes us feel like we're suffering. And when we're suffering, and we need to look at the people around us and really think, if we're trying to uphold standards that they put on us, are they upholding the standards? Are they? We will have people who are ugly as hell calling other people ugly. Sloppy body built people calling other people fat, ugly, sloppy, lazy. Whoa. That's how you feel about yourself, and you're projecting it off on me. Let's just keep it real. And if you're not aware of that, if you're not aware how people come in and how they act when they're doing that, then you'll take it on yourself. You'll internalize it, take it, and keep it as if it belonged to you in the first place. Never did, never, not once. Hold on. Never thought I was ugly till you said I was ugly. Now I'm looking in the mirror like, oh my God, look at all my imperfections. Things I didn't notice before he pointed it out, and there was nothing wrong with it. Hey Newton, how's it going? It's good to see you. So, for those people out there who feel like they're struggling to get away from things, or struggling to detach themselves from some sort of codependent habit, behavior, you'll beat it. You'll beat it. As long as you put in the steps. I'm not going to say work, because it's not even hard. What it is you allow parts of yourself that don't belong to you to fall away. Those egos that we want to hold on so close to, we let them fall away, and we don't make them be ourselves anymore. We don't make them be us anymore. Like, how come there are some people that can have a drink every weekend, and other people who have a drink every weekend, and for one of them, it's like they're an alcoholic. For the other of them, they're just having a good time. Why? What are these two people's mindsets that make it like, is it something that's going on in their own minds, or are they really just participating in fun? Are they telling themselves that they have to have it, or are they just down on themselves because they like to have fun? Like, what's going on? Are people telling you, like, you're an alcoholic, but you're not? And so you think you are? And so whenever a problem does arise, now you just say, well, I guess I'm an alcoholic. I'm going to have a drink. Like, what's going on? We have to really address some of the things that are going on inside ourselves and analyze, is this good for me? or does it come from somebody else? Is this mine or theirs? Do I need to hold this or not? And when it comes to addiction, do you want to hold it or let it go? And the more you let it go, especially if it's like attached to you, it's like an entity. It attached itself to you, like a leech. It's a process. The more you detach yourself from it, the easier it is to stay away from those things that you feel you struggle with. There was this concept from some Islamic teachers when I was I remember hearing this maybe like 7 years ago. They were talking about how Allah had put in our way many different issues, and for some people it's going to be a problem, and for others it's not, right? So when I had originally reverted into Islam, giving up pork was not a problem because I already didn't fuck with pork. Giving up alcohol was a little bit harder. Giving up cursing was a lot harder. Right? I have friends who didn't cuss, and so it was not hard for them not to cuss. They didn't have those words in their vocabulary, they didn't use them. People who didn't even drink, not getting drunk, that's not wrong. You know what I'm saying? But for some of us, some things are a little bit more difficult and more of a struggle than others. Like people who grow up eating pork every day, all the time, all week. And then to just be like, no more pork. That's hard for them. People who like to talk shit about people behind their back all day and then tell them like, you can't do that no more. It becomes difficult because they have an urge to gossip. So, yeah, it's cool. Like the energy, I like it. I like it because there's always a lot of hope. There's a string of hope, like a silver string of hope. There's silver lining. Somebody could be experiencing some overcast or like rainy days or something like that. Silver clouds. But, rainbows always come out after that. And rainbows themselves symbolize hope. Rainbows themselves symbolize fertility. Rainbows symbolize abundance as well in different cultures. So, with that being said, I'm going to get into these cards. Let's do a look in the mirror. Let's deal with how people are viewing you, external to you, and then let's see how you are picking that energy up yourself and what might be going on in the subconscious, and then we'll get out of here. Because we'll be here forever. There may be some clear communication again about and it could be, I just feel like it's coming from somebody who's in this state of lack, or it's more along the lines of you getting some clarity on why you're experiencing some lack, or even communication from a charity. Like you're getting communication from charity, or someone when they're talking to you, they're dropping gems on you, like dropping gems, or you're doing this to someone else. There's a lot of things that could be. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of things that energy could be. It's a lot. But it's all that like scenario. Some form of communication is charitable because someone is experiencing like a state of lack. So someone could be coming around to help you, and there again is some more clarity. Even remember, if the sky's been cloudy, the sun will be coming out to place some clarity. If you've been in a clouded or foggy judgment about things, you're beginning to gain clarity. People are viewing you as a success at this time. They're recognizing you for your accomplishments. They're recognizing you out in public, or large groups of people are recognizing you're a riot. You're a riot. Oh, yeah. Well, they're experiencing you. You're a riot. I'm telling you, you're a riot, and you move so quickly. Um, it's not even that you move quickly. There's the Knight of Wands. Sometimes it could be somebody who's not very consistent. He's really great at getting things initiated, but you definitely are. Whoever you are, you're very good at initiating things. At the Emperor, there's Aries energy, so that's an initiator for sure. This is a leader, someone who you could come to and turn to, because they definitely have control over some sort of situation. But there's something about you. You're very quick. It's not. I'm not feeling that you're inconsistent. It's counterproductive to say that because we have the Emperor here, next to the Nine of Wands. Okay. Okay. So how do I say it? I don't. It's something about you just move so quick, but you're successful. You're recognized. It's something that you do. You're in and you're out, and you might bounce around and do. You might have a lot of traps set. I've heard this before. You might have a lot of traps set or something. You might have a lot of different things or activities going on. A lot of different things that you're involved in. This is how people are seeing you. But you're a leader, and the people are always looking forward for you to come around. When you come around, there's like people like, hey, that person is here. So whoever I'm talking about, that's who these people are. They're excited to see you. Um, they follow you, but not in like, oh, we follow you blindly. They follow you because they know they can trust what you bring to the table. So something that you're bringing forward to them and bringing to them is trustworthy. It's dependable. You know, they like to turn to you and ask you for help or maybe even provisions or assistance in some sort of way because you actually have the solution to whatever the issue is that they may have. And I really think about like an emperor. This kind of looks like this looks like a parade for an emperor, right? So imagine an emperor, and there's a parade, and there are like people, and not peasants, but like common people who follow this emperor, who follow his lead, and they come to them and they go, Emperor, my son needs new shoes. And you're like, here's $20. They're like, Emperor, my house started flooding. The pipes are rusty. And you're like, plumber, go to such and such's house. This is why, and you're actually involved. Like the solution that you have is actually something that causes you to get ingrained or causes you to intertwine yourself into the situation, solve the problem, and then go help the next or go do something for the next. Again, for others of you, you might be like in some sort of entrepreneurial spirit where it requires you to handle several different tasks. There's something of solitude about your energy, but it's because of how quickly you move. I think I'm getting that like maybe a suggestion for somebody is that they need like an assistant. They need help. They need an assistant who can keep up with them and keep up with their needs to help them navigate. Because maybe I feel like your responsibilities. This is for somebody. This is a specific message. It seems like someone's responsibilities are getting ready to increase in some sort of way, and they are going to need somebody's help. Okay? But somebody who can keep up with them, someone who is just as competent and cognizant of whatever it is that you're trying to create to keep up with you. But yeah, so people are seeing you in a very positive light. Whoever I'm picking up on, they're seeing you in a very positive light. They definitely look up to you. For more immature energies that are dealing with you or observe you, they aspire to be like you. They recognize you and they recognize the success that you have, and they desire to have that same sort of success for themselves. And not necessarily to emulate or to copy you, but to stand in this position for themselves, okay? To be able to also do that. But it's not like, it's more of a, you inspire me to do this, not like they're trying to steal from like your identity I don't know how else to say that, but they're like, yes, when I grow up, it's the energy of like a kid seeing a guy and he's strong, and I don't know, it's kind of like, yeah, it's like the energy of like a kid, and he sees a guy and he's strong and he jumps in this big ass truck and turns the music on. He's like, whoa, that guy is so cool. And he's like, hey kid, here's again $20. I don't know where this $20 is. It's like, hey kid, here's $20. Get yourself some ice cream. Be nice to your mom and take care of your sister. And it impacts the fuck out of this kid. And they're like, yeah, I'm gonna be just like whoever this is when I grow up. This energy is like, do you see how happy I am? Because sometimes, honestly, when you're reading as a reader, energies can be so jumbled and they can be so tough to get through, and they can be like a little bit like draining, no lie, just a little bit draining. So, but when you come across something like this, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's like hope in the world or something. All right, whoever watches this video, I'm sending all my love and appreciation. Yeah, I'm sending all my love and appreciation because we need people like this in the world, y'all. All right, how do you feel in regards to this energy? You could be feeling like, I'm just doing what I have to do. Yeah, I'm a leader. Yeah, I'm charismatic. Yeah, I'm courageous. Yeah, I know how to use my charm and get people going. Yeah, I could take care of all the people around me. Yeah, that's me. I have to. It's my duty. It's my job. And you do it from a place of love and care and nurture, from a very feminine energy, which is beautiful. Ooh. Some things could be changing for you. I'm hearing you need an inner, not an what the, not a, I heard you need an intercessor. Again, maybe you need an assistant who will like take calls, answer emails, pick up, I don't know, something like that. But I heard, what is it? Successor. Oh, you need your whoever you are, whoever your energy, whatever energy you hold or whatever energy this is. I'm sorry, someone, someone, you succeed someone. I'm sorry. I heard that so clear. No. You are taking someone's position. Not in a negative way. Someone is stepping out their position and giving you their position. Like, permanently. It's a wish fulfillment for you. They are giving you their position because you're succeeding them. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm sorry, I got emotional. Damn. Someone is making a journey. Like, I'm gonna just say it like this. There is a paternal figure or masculine energy that is in some way like giving someone a position. It was a position they held, but they're giving to someone else. They are no longer going to be able to stand in that position. At first I was gonna say, well, whatever this is, whatever energy this is, you also will be leaving it and giving it to someone else, but when it is a permanent transition. So I don't know what is this? And it makes me emotional, and I just got a really strong energy. So, and I don't like to talk about these things online. I will do it like in person, when I do personal readings, but I don't talk about these things online because of how specific, but it was emotional. So if you picked up on that emotion and you know where I was experiencing it from, then this is for you, for the person who is making that final journey and they are leaving you with what they've built. I was gonna say their responsibilities, but they're leaving you with what they've built because you show the same responsible set, like skill set as them, that you are capable of handling whatever this is. You yourself may become someone's assistant and take over their business, but wherever you're stepping into, you're gonna need an assistant, and you might be choosing that person. This is like, magician apprentice, or whatever, like barber apprentice, and you're gonna take the shop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to come work in the shop with me. I'm gonna show you the ropes and everything. I'm getting old. I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna leave it to you. Now oh my God, what is this energy? And then there will be people who, like, they're not happy about this, but oh well, you're the one who's most capable of whatever this is. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, you don't have to make it fit. I never say that, so that's because whatever this is super specific. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you've heard this before, this is yours. But if it don't make no sense to you, don't try to make it make sense. Allow the energy to play out. You know what I'm saying? But because sometimes, okay, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know why I gotta do this. Why do I do this? I had watched some readings years ago that are barely playing out today. Like barely playing out now. This year. I watched some readings back in 2021 that didn't start playing out until February, March. Do you understand what I'm saying? Of 2025. So this is not meant to be predictive. This is meant to be current energy. So at this current time, it's very possible you have someone who is looking at you and they're like, you're the one. You're the one. Okay. It'll be a decision for you. All right. What? All right. Back to this. How are you feeling about the magician? The magician, the apprentice. The magician, the apprentice. The magician, like the old magician, Marilyn, his apprentice. But yeah, you've manifested some sort of recognition or success for yourself. Hey, you did it. Congratulations. You also have some sort of crowd of people. This guy is in front of a crowd. He's presenting. He's presenting. People are watching. He's in front of a crowd for sure. He is surrounded by a crowd. So you definitely manifested maybe you manifested some sort of platform, attention, something like this. Like it's like that. Like you manifest the ability to get up and have some sort of platform to. I'm getting like the energy of like someone who's being an activist or like has a blowtorch, a blowhorn, something like that. Manifested that straight out of thin fucking air. You did whatever you manifested. People. That's what it is. Some sort of crowd that recognizes something. Your lover, the hermit. This was for your alignment. This is something that you enlightened yourself about. You invested yourself deeply into. All right. I'm telling you, I cannot get away from this. I can't get away from this. Like, people are gonna be upset about this position you have. And it might make you be conflicted. It might like make you may have manifested it and now you're conflicted about the position because there might be a lot of pressure or strength. As long as you're leaning in on your inner resources of this time, you should be all right. As long as you're pushing through, leaning on your inner resources, there's like an opportunity that's presented to you that it takes your strength, it takes your wit, it takes your like mental stability, like in a way. It requires you to be mentally strong in order to bring something together, but you did manifest it, and it could be causing some conflict for you or for others. Or it's like conflict. If there was like, maybe there was like competition for this position, this role. I'm telling, it's like you came in and you just took it. Two of Cups. So it kind of feels here like maybe you feel like it just puts a hindrance, whatever this position or role is, puts a hindrance on maybe relationships that you have or partnerships that you have, or it brings conflict to partnerships, or you're just at again, there's this feeling where you have so many responsibilities and you're all over the place and you're doing so many things that you maybe what, okay, yes, you have this position. Yes, you're doing very well, but you could just be dealing with the fact that it kind of puts a strain on things because you're not able to necessarily put all your focus and energy into one thing at a time. It could be a lot of responsibility here for you. Not that you can't do it, but it might, like, become like irritating in a way. But you do have the, but you did you're like, I manifested it. I manifested being able to nurture and care, and provide a really, really nice home, and I manifested this. So there may be a need for you to just learn how to apply balance in your life. So I know subconsciously about this. That's a lot. Again, whatever was based off of an idea, based off of some inspiration. But what is, okay, so here's what it is. Whatever it is, it definitely did cause you to have some sort of glow up in your energy. This is recognizable for other people, but it's also recognizable for you. But for some reason, it's caused more conflict for you. Or it could just be a struggle with your time. Like, I'm just getting, maybe there's a struggle with your time. Can't close the bathroom door. All right, so yeah, all right. The whole intention behind whatever this move, it feels like a catalyst, right? But whatever happened that put you in this position, the whole intention behind this was to bring healing to your psyche, to yourself. Maybe you even had like a physical glow up in some sort of way. maybe like your wardrobe has changed, maybe your body has changed in something. Because I got a lot of like not necessarily physical energy, but it's like when I think of like fire and wands, I just think of someone who like works out a lot because they have a lot of energy. But whatever it is, it was meant to bring healing, okay? For you to recognize who you really, really are, like who you truly are. And this isn't a subconscious, but it's expressing outwardly with others as the emperor. This is a very attractive person, okay? This is somebody who, again, has charisma, has courage, is a really great leader, very nurturing, very caring, individual, you know, somebody who can definitely come in and influence a room. And they do it gently as well. And this is who you are. There was a need for like a healing to come to that identity within yourself, or that particular ego, where maybe you felt, I can't access this part of me or this version of myself, but you do. You begin to access a more confident version of yourself, right? It was inspired on you to do this for the purpose of healing. And maybe you've done it, but the consequence, and I'll say consequence because because this Five of Wands is just sitting here. I'm gonna clarify a little bit over here because I've never clarified on the spread, right? Because this Five of Wands is sitting here. It could be just some struggle or difficulty adjusting to this new version of yourself. You may have, again, a lot of responsibilities, lots of things that you have to take care of now, and it's starting to get on top of you, and that's okay. That's okay. It's a part of life. It's a part of the process. And it's a part of like the learning curve for this new position. Don't come over here because you don't have to. You need a dress or something. But I'm almost done. I'm closing out right now. I'm not even gonna clarify. I'm gonna just close out. My baby needed me. Hi, sis. Let me just close some more, okay? I'm on the search. You okay? Ooh, the Ten of Wands came out. You may? Okay. Okay, definitely thought so because the 9, I thought this had to. I actually gonna probably get off of here and call a Virgo person because I have a Virgo person that I like to talk to. Now, again, this is for this is, I don't know how else I'm gonna interpret this. This feels so specific. For the person who is being left with a position, you're being left with a position. Okay, you're being left with some sort of something by another person. It's telling me you need to talk to somebody who will help you strategize your, if it's finances, your finances. If it is your estates or something like that, like you need a lawyer. Like someone needs like to talk to a lawyer and come up with a plan and a strategy in order to like, maybe your goal is to build something, to grow something larger than what it is, find out how to deal with a particular responsibility that's being left behind to you. You need to talk to somebody who's a professional who can help you with that. I don't know how else to interpret it. Okay, put it on my bed. Okay? Okay. I don't know how else to interpret that. I really just... Oh, for others of you, say it's just the position that you inherit, like that you manifested on your own, that you work really hard to get, that you develop over time. What's really going to allow you to stay in some sort of position or increase your position is you being in contact with some sort of professionals who can help you strategize, your abundance, your something like.
Mommy, I want to be a bear.
Yeah.
Why you?
Okay, I'm about to come right now. I said that.
Why you butt watch? To be at night?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I can't do that. I can't.
You can do it, but I'll show you in a minute. All right.
Can you help me?
Yeah, I'll certainly help you. Just give me a second. Just go sit down. For those of you that doesn't resonate with, hold on. For those of you who are not dealing with that very specific thing where somebody is leaving you something behind, maybe like if you're not getting some sort of, long story short, someone could be getting inheritance. Okay, for those of you that doesn't resonate with them, it's saying save already. Like save, you need to save. You need to talk. Look at they come back out. You need to talk to a professional. There's something about you talking to a professional, and it feels like about your finances. But able to save because they're going to help you to avoid some sort of ending, some sort of disasters. You know, they'll help you avoid. There could be a message here again. There's a message for someone. Maybe you need to save for a rainy day.
I can't out.
Oh, you got it?
It's a pickle in my eye.
Okay, we'll rub it out. But with that being said, I hope that you do find some clarity with that one. It looks like someone's going to be doing well enough for themselves to have something for just in case things go wrong, or they just have a lot of responsibilities or a lot to manage and you need help. Okay, someone needs help with managing something. It's just go get the help so that the stress could be off of you and you can already have some sort of plan set in place for whatever.
Mama, my lips are popping.
Mama, I know.